Happy Wednesday, Delmarva. Thanks for joining us on Coast Life today. We're your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo. We're getting some warmer temps, but some rain, and then we're back to colder temps.
Yeah, it's kind of a little mix of everything.
Spring!
Yeah, today. So, hope you're having a good day. The warmth will be here next week.
That's right.
The good warmth.
Yeah.
Because, we're not chilly.
No.
We're fine.
Yeah,
we're in good shape.
We're okay.
Yeah. I just found something out like 5 minutes ago. I told Leah I got a pepperoni pizza. I bought crab cakes, and I bought, what was the other thing I bought? Burgers.
Burgers.
All from the grocery outlet, because I saw
Yes.
your piece you did with them, so I went. And I'm like, I went home and realized they were all plant-based. Turns out, I think you told me I must have been in the plant-based section.
It was like, everything turned out to be plant-based. I was like, did you buy them on purpose? And she was like, no. And so I was like, were you maybe in the plant-based section? Because they have a wide variety of plant-based foods, which is great for vegetarians.
Who knew? Not me.
Guess you didn't pay that close attention to my piece.
I know, right? I'm like, I'm sure it's in there, but not where I'm shopping, please. So that was fun. So I am a vegetarian this weekend. I mean, this whole week, really, actually.
Yep. Yeah, accidentally, but that's okay.
Thank you. You know what I didn't like when I went there, though? Nothing against the grocery outlet. It was against one of its shoppers. I did that thing where I went to pull into the spot, and the cart was there. And so I had to pull out, and I saw like 12 other people try to pull in the same spot, and then someone left their cart in the middle of the parking spot. Not cool.
Like the worst of the worst. Like, it's not hard to take your cart and put it back in the cart, like, return space. And I feel like occasionally, when it's really windy, maybe one gets blown from like the sidewalk into the street, but like to leave it in the parking space. You're like, now, not only did you not return your cart, which is rude and insensitive, but you're blocking a whole parking space, and it's always a good one too.
It was
like, it's never the bad parking space on the far side of the parking lot. It's always like the third closest spot, and you're like, I can't believe my luck. And then you're
100% right. It was so close to the front door. I was so mad. I know it's not against the law, but that is an unwritten rule that we all have to follow, and that got us talking about what other unwritten rules like you're gonna follow. It's not the law. You're not gonna get arrested for leaving your cart, but like you should be.
Yeah, I definitely go the extra mile when like you're merging onto the highway and somebody lets you in, or like you're trying to get over a lane and someone lets you in and like no one else is doing it. I try to wave so aggressively, especially because now in my car, like there's quite a bit of distance between the mirror and the back window, so I feel like people can't always see me. So I'll even like roll the window down and I'm like, thank you.
Thank you. You don't give one of these? You give like a...
Yeah, because I'm afraid that this won't cut it. Like this, they won't see, and then I'll be the guy that'll be like, "Oh, she didn't even wave. Shouldn't have let you over." So I go like the extra mile to do that.
That's a good one. Okay, so keep that in mind as you go about your day. Return your carts and maybe give a little extra. Hey, wave.
Yeah, I think that's one of my unwritten rules that I live by.
Yeah, I would say at least do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care how big it is, but at least give me the little wave.
Just the wave. Yeah.
If I let you in and you don't wave,
it's right. You're like, oh.
You ruined it for the next person I was going to let in. Now, you know what I mean?
Right now, you're in a bad mood about it.
Rude. Yeah. I'm not going to let them in.
Yeah. I think being polite to a lot of people, too, like that's just especially, like if you stop in a department store on your way home or the grocery store and you talk to a clerk, like even if you're having your absolute worst day, you cannot take it out on them.
No, it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
Yeah,
that's what like your family, your siblings are for. You can call them and take it out on them and they'll be like, are you good? And you'll be like, actually, no.
Yep. That's why Mom, every day after work, she's like, did you handle it this way? I'm like, no, I'm telling you
That's why we're here.
Because you're my mom. I didn't yell at Leah, you know what I mean? I'm yelling at you because I'm in the car.
Yeah, so I think that's another one that like you can't take it out on someone who you went to to pay for.
Right.
Like
you chose to
your
go.
server or your because you're having a bad day, you thought you'd buy some clothes and then you're like, this is the worst. Like you can't be that guy.
No, you can't be that guy. So,
but yeah, I think sometimes keeping a bad attitude in check is another unwritten rule, and you know the people that you can kind of let it all out with.
Definitely.
But something else we kind of wanted to touch on, and I know we've kind of circled this conversation before. I don't know that it's ever been the focus of our conversation, but I think especially as the age that kids get phones gets younger and younger, should parents go through their kids' phones?
This is a tough one, and I think it's easy for all of us to say no. Respect your kids' privacy, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to actually go a different route here. I think, I've said this before too, if you think your significant other is hiding something, go through their phone. I'm going to say it with your kid. Yeah. My mom went through my phone back in the day. It was not a daily thing as far as I know. It was never rubbed in my face unless she found something bad I was doing. I hated it at the time, cried a lot, had a lot of dramatic teenage moments, but now I know I will be going through my kid's phone, especially when they're younger. I'm not talking your 18, 20-year-old kid that lives at home.
Sure.
That's different. Again, maybe you have to, but that's different. This is like your 13-year-old just got their first phone.
Yeah.
They don't know that the people they're talking to online might not be who they're talking to online. So for me, it's a safety thing.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. And I mean, I didn't have a phone in high school, so it was never really on the table for me.
Sure.
I never kept a diary. I never kept anything that like my parents would have gone through and felt like it violated my privacy.
Right.
We could close the bedroom door. We definitely had a two-way respect privacy deal. Like we never did anything that warranted the open door policy.
Right.
But at the same time, like we always felt we didn't have to because we had open communication with our parents. That we could say, hey, like my friends are going to this party, I want to go, but like, can you be my escape route if I need it? And my parents were always like, yes.
Yeah, I like that. I do think that when you're a kid, you don't obviously know as much as you think you do. When I was 13, 14, I didn't. I remember times maybe when it wasn't even me, but someone else was texting me. Maybe they were a lot older. Nothing crazy, but you know, enough that it's inappropriate, enough that your parent would want to know about it. And I am glad thinking back that my mom looked through my phone. So I'm gonna say do it. I am gonna say there's a happy medium, and we can tell you, if it's been a while since you've been a kid, that the strictest parents tend to have the sneakiest kids.
Oh, yes.
You need to be strict. You need to also be understanding.
I think so, and I think that's where a lot of you get that pushback from teenagers, because they think they know everything. I mean, I know a lot of adults that think we always think we know everything.
Yep, exactly.
But I think when kids feel like their privacy has been violated in a way, I think not everything has to be a thing.
Right.
Like, keep in mind, they are teenagers. They are going to be doing some teenagery things, even if it is just like, oh, we said we were going to be at this sleepover, but actually we're going to this party. Like, now you know that they're going to be at the party, but you don't have to come in hot.
Right. Now, if you know she did hard drugs at the party.
It's different.
It's different. Like, you see what we're saying? Like, if little Susie has a crush on little Tommy, don't bring it up. Because
we
now
don't have to mortify little Susie.
No, because now she's not going to tell you when she kisses little Tommy. And
obviously, crushes are embarrassing.
Oh, my gosh.
How dare we have feelings?
So embarrassing. They're so
They are. No,
at that age, even I'm 27 and I'm still like, yeah, I like my fiance. He's cute. You know?
I know. I was like, ew.
Ew. I don't have feelings.
Oh my God, he likes me.
Yes, exactly. I would like to hear from parents, though, about this, because obviously we haven't been through this yet. But I can say all day what I think I'm going to do. I do think I'm going to go through my kid's phone.
Sure.
Let us know what you guys think. I'd be interested to hear from parents.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. If your gut is telling you.
Yeah. Always follow your gut.
Always follow the gut.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The gut always knows better than we do.
Yeah.
Something else that we kind of wanted to talk about, sort of speaking of our significant others. Yeah. What's something when it comes to dating that men don't experience but women often do?
I like this question. I think the first thing that comes to my mind is flowers. They don't often get flowers. I don't know if they want flowers, but they don't get them.
I think the art of really being romanced, if you will, is something that traditionally guys tend to romance the girls, and that's how like you catch her attention.
That's right.
And that's how things start. So I feel like it's not necessarily reciprocated as often. So I think sometimes guys they're not romanced like that.
Yeah. I also think, like, at least for my relationship, I'm thinking, like, because my fiance is very romantic, I'm very lucky, but, like, the protection part of it, he definitely leads the way and things like that. The home security, protecting me. When we're out, I'm like, la, 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 you know. What's happening around me? I don't know. So I would say that aspect, too.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think also photos sometimes, like, I know that's why we always joke about the guys with the fish on dating sites, but, like, that really is the only picture that his buddies might take of him.
Yeah, that's true. Take more pictures of your men. They're gonna act like they don't like it, but I bet they do.
But they like it.
Yeah,
they'll look back and be glad that they had a smile on
I hope we didn't start any fights.
I know, right?
Sorry.
Well, what's never gonna start a fight is watching Coast Life. Here's what's coming up today on the show. We'll tell you how one of our coastal towns is gearing up to celebrate Maritime Day.
And a very cool event that's raising money to give children in our area free camp. We're going to tell you how you can get involved.
Delicious breakfasts, creative cocktails, and more. We're also diving in to a local business and restaurant. All that fun is headed your way today on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Are you tired of contractors not showing up on time or not even returning your call? And why are you still waiting for an estimate? Maybe it's because the sales consultant they sent isn't really qualified to make a proper quote, only to find out the contractor isn't even licensed? That's why thousands of homeowners and businesses trust Delmarva's original crawl space experts. At DryTech, we're certified, trained, licensed, and insured. So your crawl space problem gets solved, guaranteed. Call DryTech today for a free assessment.
Vision loss can be gradual, and your elderly loved ones might not realize how compromised their vision has become. There are some simple ways you can help. Clear all pathways in their home to prevent accidents. Label items with bright colors and make sure those items stay in a designated place. When you need help, consult with a professional in-home care provider. Home care services can set up a safety plan, assist with running errands and other tasks that might be difficult for them.
To learn more about home care services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Shift gears for success with the DSN Scholar Athlete Award, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva High School senior who excels in sports and in the classroom.
It's tapped home.
Oh, what a hit! They must have at least a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, driven by your Salisbury Honda dealer. Graduation chaos. Next, Inside Edition. As anarchy erupts on college campuses across the USA, what will it mean for graduation ceremonies? Will protesters disrupt the class of 2024? Then, birthday cake disaster. Look what they wrote. Small cursive, middle of cake.
No way they wrote the instructions on the cake.
Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Well, you guys may remember Camp Hope. We've had them on the show before. A lovely group of people, and what they do is they provide free camp to kids on Delmarva. Such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, keep that on the back of your mind for a second. We're also going to move on to Tommytown. Have you heard of Tommytown?
I believe we've talked about it on the show before.
Yes, we've talked about Tommytown before too. Tommytown is created by a guy named Tommy Engel who lives on Delmarva, and he created his backyard into this really cool, you have to see it to believe it, just take you back in time car show?
Yeah,
I don't even know how to
a lot of antiques, antique cars, antique signs. Yep. There's a lot.
There's even the old Ellendale post office in his backyard. So what do these two have to do with each other? I know that's what you're thinking. Well, Tommytown's never had a public event before. But they are going to this Saturday, and it is all to raise money for Camp Hope. So we got to interview Tommy Engel. We got to speak with Camp Hope about what this partnership means. So let's check it out. This is Tommytown. It's a small town of sorts created in Tommy Engel's backyard in Harbison.
I'm a bit of a collector, as you can see. I've been working on Tommytown now for 11 years. I travel all over the country. If you watch TV shows like American Pickers, that's basically what I do. I find leads and I track them down, a lot of door knocking. So I got an extensive collection of signs from all over the U.S.
He normally holds private events for friends and family, but for a good cause, he's now welcoming everyone into his small town. The fundraiser this Saturday is raising money to keep Camp for Kids on Delmarva free.
Whereas other children have the privilege of traveling, going out during this summer, a lot of these children are just worried about their next meal. So Camp Hope came about. The first year we had 15 children. We didn't even have a box of crayons to start, but by the grace of God, we were able to. And then last year it grew to, we had almost 25 children. And this year we're going for 30 children. But what it is, it's free. They get 2 meals a day, breakfast and lunch hot, and then they get food to take home. But then also they go on trips. Thursdays, it's 3 days a week for 8 weeks, and they get to go on trips every Thursday. It is a faith-based program, so then of course a big part of it is learning about God. And you have to see the smiles on these children. It's amazing how much they love it. They feel nurtured. They feel special. And that's how they make us feel. I mean, it's a win-win for everyone. The only thing is, as this camp grows, of course, we only are funded through donations and the generosity of the community.
So when you walk into Tommytown on Saturday, you'll be able to tour all of this, but that's not all.
So I have a good friend of mine bringing out TV/movie cars. He's going to bring out probably 6 or 7 cars, anywhere from the Scooby-Doo van, Herbie the Love Bug, the Dukes of Hazzard car. We have Smokey and the Bandit here. We'll have some other classic cars, some military vehicles set up. I have the old Ellendale post office that we moved here, that we turned it into a gas station. And I'll be giving tours around just different stuff from all over the U.S.
Yeah, children won't be charged from 10 and under. We'll have Fat Vinny's food truck. We'll be selling yummy homemade baked goods, and we'll have cornhole here, and trust me, you won't want to leave.
And well, if you can't make it this weekend, that's okay, because if you still want to help kids on Delmarva get the summer of a lifetime, there is still a way to give back to Camp Hope.
On a Monday at Nicola's, everybody knows Nicola's, great food from 5 to 9 if you go there to eat. Even just get a little small bite. 20% of the sales will go towards Camp Hope. So that, okay, is something that if you can't come here that day, maybe you feel like going out to eat. It's a lot better than eating at home.
So exciting. I know if you love cars, if you love giving back, if you just want to have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just kind of like history, it's cool to check out Tommytown.
So cool. And again, don't forget, like we said earlier, he doesn't really do these public events ever. He has private ones sometimes, but not public. So this is really your chance to go check out some really cool things, pop culture, history there. So don't forget that event's happening Saturday.
Yes.
And all to raise money for Camp Hope. So make sure you guys check that out, 11 to 3 o'clock. But right now, though, we are getting you ready for the Maritime Day celebration. We're talking to some organizers when we get back.
Rock Shop with Steve Mons. Weekday mornings, 6 till 10. Big 107.7.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people, are professional, and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's that time of year again, where homeowners are power washing, staining, and replacing boards on their deck.
No one has time for that. With Paul Davis, our AZEK decks are cracked, fade, and insect resistant with a lifetime warranty.
Paul Davis makes it easy by bringing the showroom to you and giving you an estimate that same day. Paul Davis decks are beautiful.
Save Big 3 Ways is now extended. Get last year's pricing, pay nothing until 2025, and get a 10x10 outdoor gazebo free with your new deck through April 30th.
Call Paul Davis today for a free estimate.
It's always a beautiful day for learning at Shells. With our summer program that keeps your child physically and mentally active when they're out of school. Through captivating activities and insightful guest speakers, they will expand their knowledge in a fun and interactive way, including educational, hands-on field trips that'll keep your child entertained. Make every summer day memorable with Shell's Early Learning Center. Register now and secure your spot in Shell's summer program before the spots are gone. Shell's, preparing our future generation.
At Vernon Powell, new spring sandals are in and toes are out. Brooks and Hoka are in and out. Fun Fun athletic looks are definitely in. Comfort is in across the board. From Dansko, Bionic, and UFOs to Birkenstock, Olakai, and Hey Dude. Fish Hippie is in. Performance apparel is out on the water, on the beach, and on the job with performance gear from Yeti and Bog. Kids should always be out because Skechers, Slip-ins, and New Balance are in. Plus, Kendra Scott is now available at Vernon Powell.
On the next wheel, the contestants are hamming it up. Now, we don't have a lot of pig farmers on the...
I know, I'm probably the first pig farmer. I might be the last pig farmer, too.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! Just when you think you know where this game is headed.
And then all of a sudden, what's this? That's always a very tricky Jeopardy moment.
Next Jeopardy!
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Coast Life, if you spend any time here on coastal Delmarva, you're no stranger to the ocean, the sea, the beautiful area surrounding us. And that means Maritime Day is coming up, and we want to celebrate because we are, after all, a maritime town and area. Yeah. So joining us on the Coast Life couch today, we've got Dave Beck and Heath Gerke. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So you guys are with the Cape May Lewes Ferry Taxi. No, the Cape May Lewes Ferry
Yes.
and Lightship Overfalls Foundation.
There's a lot of boats we're going to be talking
There's
about.
a lot of boats, and lots of our boat friends are going to be
So stick with us.
celebrating Maritime Day.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about when Maritime Day is, why we're celebrating, and how we're celebrating.
Well, Maritime Day this year will be on May 18th.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
going to be from 10 to 2 at Canal Front Park in downtown Lewes, next to the big red ship, the Overfalls
right.
Lightship. And it's really just a fantastic celebration of all things maritime here in Lewes. We have a really rich maritime history.
Sure.
We have a lot of industry, and we want to familiarize the public with what we do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Lightship Overfalls too has so much history. So why there? Are we going to be celebrating some of its history as well?
Yes, of course. The Lightship is only one of 8 that you can visit around the country. That's out of 179 that were originally built.
Wow. Yeah.
The rest are either scrapped or in private hands.
Wow.
So this one is unique, I think, because it has a great cadre of guides that can take you through and give you the history as you go.
Yeah. And there's going to be tons of activities for families and folks alike to enjoy. What can people who show up to Maritime Day expect to join in?
Well, there's going to be different vessels that you can tour, including the A.J. Meerwald, which is New Jersey's tall ship. It'll be at the city dock. It's a 1928 restored oyster dredging schooner. It's a really super neat thing to see. Freedom Boat Club will be giving free boat rides.
Oh, very cool.
The Cape Water Taxi is going to have a History Happens Here cruise.
Nice.
And the fireboat will be there.
Oh,
we'll have a dozen different exhibitors on the grounds there next to the ship, talking about vocations, talking about history. The Lewes Historical Society will open their Cannonball House and the U.S. Life Saving Station. It's really just a neat day for kids of all ages to explore, participate. So we're really excited to have Lieutenant Taylor from Marine Safety Detachment Lewes will be talking about the mission of the detachment and how that's going to change over the next several months.
Okay, a lot of history too.
Yeah, but I think I like that you don't have to be a history buff to
Exactly.
enjoy all of the activities that are going to be celebrated and fun and all that's going to be there for Maritime Day.
Yeah.
Is the Lightship Overfalls Foundation doing anything special?
Well, we are opening that day.
That's right. There you go.
At least officially. We've already started, our Dirty Hands gang is already cleaning up the ship and painting up. We will begin tours on Maritime Day on May 18th. And we'll be open all afternoon. And on that particular day, all tours are free.
Awesome. Wow, what a perfect day to go get a lot of history. Hopefully you don't get seasick, because there's going to be a lot of moving parts on the water. Right. Is this something people should sign up for in advance, or can they show up day of?
Just show up.
Yeah, there's 2 ticketed events, and on the ferry website, there'll be an events page that you can look at to buy those tickets. The A.J. Meerwald will do a sale, so you need a ticket for that.
Okay.
And the History Happens Here cruise, which is on the Cape Water taxi, you need tickets for that. Everything else is free.
Awesome.
And yeah, and by the way, the ferry will have a table there. I'm going to pop off a life raft at 1 o'clock.
Oh.
So if you've never seen that, it's kind of interesting. We let the kids jump on them. It's on land.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of interesting things to see for sure that day.
Absolutely. So for people who want to maybe see the lineup of events, get their hands on a schedule, where can they go to see all that's going to be there for Maritime Day?
So the ferry website, which is www.cmlf.com. If you go to the events page, there's a special place for Maritime Day, and you can see all the events for the day.
Awesome. Enough. Great. Can you remind us the time and day so everyone can write it down?
May 18th, 10 to 2, Canal Front Park in Lewes.
Amazing.
Perfect.
You don't want to miss that.
You really don't. It's going to be fun and mostly free and obviously a family-friendly event. But we've got more family-friendly events to get to when Coast Life gets back, so stick around.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
Immerse yourself and experience Lord's Mercantile in our award-winning garden center. Venture our 5 acres and find a wide variety of plants and much more. For 45 years, our sales team has helped our customers find exactly what they want. While you're here, visit Lord's Mercantile next door. We carry a wide variety of gifts, home decor, treats, and more. From trendy to classic, we have something for everyone. Check us out online and on social media. Shop and sign up for the Lord's Loyalty Program and join our Lord's family today.
Be a part of art. Come inside the Art League of Ocean City's Center for the Arts. Waterfront on 94th Street Bayside. Admission is always free, year-round. Enjoy diverse galleries featuring original and local artworks for sale. You'll always find something new to see. Take an art class. We have something fun and unexpected for all ages and skills. Check our calendar. It's full of special events. See everything you need to know at ocart.org.
Rock Shop with Steve Mons. Weekday mornings, 6 till 10. Big 107.7.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
you'll feel Delmarva proud too.
The town of Delmar is very unique. The bond between a community and a football program, it's unlike any other.
We're way smaller than any other school you're going to find.
They're carrying all those other teams and the community with them.
We have had 3 of the most stressful weeks I've ever been around a football team in my life.
The Wildcat Legacy begins Thursday, April 25th at 7:30 on WBOC and the Delmarva Sports Network.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning.
Spring is here, Coast Life, which may mean some spring cleaning for your house, your wardrobe. We've talked about all that, but when it comes to your house, think about your HVAC system. I know sometimes it's a bit of a mystery, and so to kind of unravel that mystery and specifically talked about some alternatives when it comes to your ductwork is Lacey Coleman with Coastal Comfort. Thank you so much for coming in, and you always share so much knowledge with us here on the show, and I feel like I learned so much. So you're talking today about ductless systems, right?
Definitely. So ductless systems are becoming more popular. A lot more consumers are becoming more curious, asking a lot of questions. And the best part about ductless systems is that they're so versatile.
Yeah.
They can be used in a lot of different applications, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today, just because we are getting so many people calling and really interested in them. So generally, your home, most homes in our area have ductwork. So you either have supply vents either on the floor, sometimes they're in the ceiling, depending on where the equipment and the ductwork is located. So ductless systems eliminates duct. It's right in the name. Makes sense. So you're eliminating the ductwork. So there's different applications. There's a floor console that is kind of mounted lower to the floor. There's a traditional high wall, which is the most popular, that is mounted on the wall. And then there's also ceiling consets, so they're recessed right in the ceiling. So there's different applications that these can be used for. We can do as little as one room. So there's always traditionally like the man cave. We've done a she shed. So we've done several she sheds, which I really, really love that. So, transforming that shed or office or garage space or anything like that into a workshop, into a sewing room, whatever you want, gyms, there's a lot of different applications. So we can do as small as one room like that, an addition on a room on your home, like a sunroom. Those are really popular as well. Bonus spaces, so sometimes there's a walk-up second or third floor, finishing those spaces off, rooms over the garage, and the room over the garage can be one of the hardest rooms to heat and cool because it is over the garage, which is not conditioned. So if you have it off the one system and one thermostat, usually it's either too hot or too cold. So we have, those hot spots. And a good application, I actually did this at my house, is we removed the room over the garage from the ducted system, and I installed a ductless system in there, and it has its own, temperature control. So it really helps even out and, make you more comfortable in all the areas of your home. But we can also do a whole home. So we can do multiple zones off one outdoor unit. So then each room would have its own, individual wall units. So you have individual room comfort control, which is really, so if you're more naturally warm and I'm always cold. So I have one in my office. So, I work in an office with a lot of men and they are naturally want it to be a lot colder.
Yep, they freeze us out.
They do, and I do not. So now I can control my own and I can keep it a little bit warmer and be more comfortable while they can also be comfortable as well. So there's a lot of applications in different ways that we can apply the system either for your whole home, whole office, or all the way down to just one room as well.
Yeah, that's great. I was even gonna ask, what are some of the advantages of going ductless as opposed to traditional ductwork? But you definitely covered some of that with some of that climate control. But are there other advantages?
Definitely. So the air can be cleaner as well. So you don't over time, over the years, even if you're really awesome about we talk about replacing your filter. Even if you're really awesome about it, over time, there's still, dust, dander, and some buildup that gets in the ductwork. So with the ductless system, you are eliminating, that ductwork. So we have, customers that have, allergies and things like that, and they just don't want any sort of, anything getting caught up in the ductwork. So that's definitely an advantage. They're also extremely energy efficient and they're very quiet. So sometimes people get in their mind that, if it's mounted on the wall, we're used to like a hotel unit that's like rattling and it's loud.
You get that
yes, exactly.
in the background.
You got it. These are much more quiet. You can have a conversation, you can sleep and everything and not really have to worry about that loud humming sound. So we're a Mitsubishi Elite dealer. So there's a 12-year part and or 12-year part and 12-year compressor warranty. So for 12 years, your parts are taken care of. Exactly. And so we really love that. We love the performance of the Mitsubishi product as well. So there's a lot of advantages for going with, a ductless system over the conventional ducted system.
For sure, for sure. So if customers are interested in going ductless, how do they get in touch with you?
Of course, they can visit us on our website, coastalcomfort.com. They can call or text 410-742-1435 and also call us at 302-629-4700.
Awesome. Well, Lacey Coleman with Coastal Comfort, thank you so much for always joining us and keeping us up to date with what's new, what's popular, and letting people know their options really when it comes to their HVAC system. But we've got some more Coast Life coming your way. You're not going to want to miss it. So stay right there.
Monday, guest mentors Megan Trainor and Anthony Ramos level up the artists.
You're going to do this.
Your tone is rich. It's like a cashmere sweater.
Luxury. The Voice, new Monday on NBC and Peacock.
We make a good team.
Like Batman Robin.
I'm not Robin.
That's a lot of money.
Don't get any crazy ideas.
Sometimes you have to eliminate a friend to win it all. Bob, forgive me.
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Sometimes life can be a bit out of focus. So at Wink Vision Center, we have next day eye exams available so you can see clearly as soon as possible. Shop our vast selection of designer frames from Vera Wang, Tiffany, Maui Jim, and Under Armour. Already have a prescription? Bring it to us. Wink puts life in better focus, from improving vision to designer frames and quality customer service.
The choice is clear. Wink Vision, Ocean City and Cambridge.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey, with plenty of free parking.
On the next wheel, the contestants are hemming it up.
Now, we don't have a lot of pig farmers on the...
I know, I'm probably the first pig farmer. I might be the last pig farmer, too.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy! Just when you think you know where this game is headed.
And then all of a sudden, what's this? That's always a very tricky Jeopardy moment.
Next Jeopardy!
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Graduation chaos. Next Inside Edition, as anarchy erupts on college campuses across the USA. What will it mean for graduation ceremonies? Will protesters disrupt the class of 2024? Then, birthday cake disaster. Look what they wrote. Small cursive, middle of cake.
No way they wrote the instructions on the cake.
Next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
At the Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports, we understand the benefits that sports activities provide to all children. Health, teamwork, leadership, and friendship. These are the foundations of growth. We provide team grants and individual scholarships to children in need, ensuring no one is left off the playing field. Our focus is helping kids 6 to 14 years old. Apply today at jasonandersonfoundation.org. The Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports, where every kid plays.
Well, I know it seems like July is a little far away, but it's not.
It's coming up quick.
It is around the corner, and coming up this July is the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, and we are so excited. Yes. So something really cool we'll be doing on Coast Life is giving you a little insight to some of the athletes and some athlete spotlights.
Well, I mean, these are some of the best athletes in the world.
It's
so
incredible.
We're excited to highlight them.
Yes, definitely. So we have one of our first athlete spotlights right now.
The word on Shane Casas is that he was born with all the talent in the world and confidence to match.
I guess it's a blessing and a curse. I don't really think sometimes. I just do things and I say things and I go with it because that's kind of who I am. Like, if you don't like it, I don't care. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not even sorry.
2 years ago, Casas had just finished his junior year at Texas A&M. He was a national champion, a 20-time All-American, and many thought a future Olympic standout for Team USA. At Tokyo Olympic trials, halfway through the men's 100-meter backstroke final, it appeared that Casas was living up to the hype.
Shane Casas, how about that?
Just above world record pace after 50.
Until he didn't.
Murphy wins again. Hunter Armstrong up for second. Shane Casas just missed by a quarter second.
I honestly couldn't tell you what happened. It just happened and I was just in shock. I was just standing there like, I just missed the team.
The disappointment at trials came with the realization that talent could only take him so far and that it was time to make a change. Casas turned pro and moved to Austin, Texas to train with legendary coach Eddie Reese.
The thing that Eddie, just re-sparked is just like my interest and my excitement, and I think that's what I needed again.
I heard from some of the guys said, Shane's not happy with you. I said, I'm doing it right. It's perfect. If he's happy, it's too easy.
And the last 20 is where all the races are decided.
I used to think I was Superman, like no matter what I said or did, like I would figure it out. But then I realized I'm not, clearly, because I didn't make the team. So obviously I didn't know everything. So now I feel like my thing is, as long as I'm working really hard, I know what'll happen. I don't know when or how, but I know what'll happen. That's my approach.
The
Very exciting. We hope you are getting excited too. So don't forget the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, July 26th. And you can tune in right here on Coast TV. Right now, more Coast Life is coming your way though.
Join us for the Jeep Celebration event at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Millsboro. This month, lease a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4 for just $499 a month. Shop the deals online at MillsboroCDJR.com. Order online and we'll deliver to you. With every new purchase, you'll get our Preston for Life lifetime engine guarantee. Don't miss the Jeep Celebration event at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. And remember, cars cost less with Preston.
Here for this nonsense? Let's just stop and rest. Oh wait, look, there's Hank. Hey, Hank. I wish I had a Hank like that.
Girl, I wish I had a house like that.
I heard he has a screened-in back porch.
Nah, I heard he has a courtyard.
You know he has a dog washing station in his house?
We should definitely invite ourselves over.
Right? We do need a spa day.
Yes, spa day.
Yeah, I say mani-pedi. Look at my nails. I've been digging in flower beds all day.
You've come a long way, Peninsula Bath. Sure has been fun.
Are you the bath guy?
Can you take out the trash?
Do you do lawns?
Listen, Linda, listen.
You should have called Peninsula Bath.
Jackie?
Share with us your favorite Linda memory, and you'll get 2024 off your next bathroom remodel with Peninsula Bath.
Mercy, that's a great deal.
Thank you, Delmarva, for a great year.
Families love Peninsula Home Care. They know they have an entire team with them through every step of the recovery.
We are your advocate. From hospital to home, we will connect you with the resources that you need most.
We're at your home bringing the highest level of care, including wound care and E-stim.
Through storms, pandemics, and more, we'll always be there for you.
When you or a family member are recovering from an illness, injury, or surgery, let our team step in to help. Serving Maryland and Delaware, call Peninsula Home Care today.
Get ready for 4 days of fun in the sun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, unique artisan products, and more. With over 200 artisan vendors, local food, and enhanced selections of beer and wine, don't miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from May 2nd through the 5th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances, including headliners, The Olivia Show, a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, country music sensation Lauren Elena, and alternative rock band Everclear. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/SpringFest.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. How about a cinnamon roll the size of your face to get you started? That is what you'll find, not only breakfast, but Barn 34 in Ocean City is known for their breakfast, and that is where you should head if you want a delicious meal. So let's dive into the menu and a little bit of the history at Barn 34.
If the owners and operators of Barn 34 in Ocean City are familiar to you, it's probably because Michael Lawson and his family have been part of the restaurant industry in Ocean City for quite some time.
Been in the restaurant business pretty much all my life, and we had an opportunity to take over the food and beverage operation at the Castle on the Sands Hotel. And we opened up what is now Coconuts in 1986, and we built that business up for 10 years. Moved on to the old Pirates Den and Galley Coffee Shop on 32nd Street. Coconuts was on 37th. We were there for 18 years. He tore that old hotel down, but looked for a new opportunity, and my buddies told me they were selling the barn, which used to be the Christmas shop. My son got very enthused, and here we are.
The building itself stands out as you drive up and down Coastal Highway because the walls tell their own special story.
The building was built in 1975-76, and it's made of all reclaimed barn wood. It's really quite a piece of work. There's nothing else in town like it. And the Collins brothers used to go up and down the eastern seaboard here, tearing down old barns and reclaiming the wood. You should have seen some of their work earlier on at the Ocean Club up on 49th Street before that was torn down. Secrets, most notably. But this was the first, and they built this, opened it up as a Christmas shop, which it remained until we bought it in 2014.
Don't let Michael's jovial demeanor fool you into thinking this was an easy job. Converting a store into a functioning restaurant was no small feat.
A lot of work. I mean, a lot. It wasn't terrible, but we pretty much had to take it down to studs. The electricity had to be totally redone. There was no plumbing, so we're putting in 2 bars, 5 bathrooms and a kitchen, and we had to do it in a hurry. You can't miss your season in Ocean City. We started January 2nd and opened up March 8th of 2014.
Barn 34 wouldn't be the perfect spot to grab a delicious meal without the family who runs it.
Yeah, family's interesting. Actually, I don't know, we've been doing this so long, it's like falling off a log. My daughter started with us at Coconuts when she was about 14. My son, the same, at the Pirate's Den when he was about 14. And we seem to work well together. Everybody's got their talents. My wife is phenomenal in the kitchen, so is my daughter, so is my son. I'm the bean counter. But there's always, times when you don't agree. But usually when we do, it's a home run. We'll knock something around, chew on it for a while, and we've seemed to come up with some winners.
Food and family are the lifeblood of Ocean City, and at its heart, family-owned businesses that serve as places for families to gather and form their own traditions. Barn 34 embodies those traditions at its core.
Well, Ocean City's a family town, so it's hand in glove. It really is, and golly day, it's amazing. Over I guess 38 years now, I virtually have had customers and employees generational. I've had people that have come here as our customers since 1986. Now their kids come, their grandkids come. I've had people who worked for us as servers, as bartenders, whose kids work for us now. So it's very rewarding.
The history of Barn 34 isn't the only fascinating thing about it. The menu is every bit as interesting.
Well, that's been a lifetime of building. My wife comes up with stuff. I come up with stuff, but we try and trim it down and keep it manageable. But I mean, her latest thing is angel food cake French toast, which is really rich. But a lot of it's, I can't say we're totally locally sourced, but our seafood, I mean, we do a number of eggs Benedict with fresh tuna, fresh lobster, crab meat, all locally sourced. Same thing with our vegetables, fruits. Whenever we can, we source locally, and we try and put the very best products that we can find in our kitchen, and it shows on our table.
Paige, how amazing does that angel food French toast sound?
Everything sounds amazing, but I need that in my life.
Yes, well, good thing we're gonna dive into actually trying some of the things on the menu, including that angel food French toast. When Coast Life gets back, you're not gonna wanna miss it.
From inside Iran, from Israel, from Florida, from Lewiston, Maine. Part of our continued reporting. This is what a country in war looks like. Women, children. What is it like? Countless neighborhoods across the region that look just like this. Everybody good? I get tough for all this damage to it.
Blackout.
.93.5 The Beach.
Persino Wells and Woodland specializes in estate planning and elder law. It's the only thing we do. We help Delaware families create estate plans that work because to us, a true estate plan is much more than documents. I'm Michelle Persino Wells.
And I'm Amber Woodland. Estate planning helps families protect their assets from the cost of long-term care, provide for their loved ones, and simplify the tasks to be completed after their deaths. We help families plan today to protect their families tomorrow.
catch, where their experience begins. Let their imagination run wild as they play, entertain, create, learn, explore. Play like a kid. Kids Catch on 2nd Street in Lewes.
And Tide Pool Toys and Games in Bethany, Fenwick, and now Rehoboth.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism.
You've heard about all of the wonderful history behind Barn 34 in Ocean City, but now we're going to dive into some of the delicious food. Courtney is with me, and you are sort of you're the kitchen manager.
Yes.
And you've put together quite a few amazing looking dishes before us. So first, just kind of talk to me about the menu in general. What do you guys serve? How long are you guys open?
So we're known for our breakfast. We serve breakfast from 8 o'clock in the morning to 1:30 in the afternoon.
Nice.
Right now, it's only Thursday through Sunday, but in the summertime and like towards May, it's 7 days a week.
Perfect. All right. So let's talk about the dishes in front of us. Why these dishes? Because these all look amazing and they're all very unique.
So we would start out with a cinnamon bun. If you're coming in for an appetizer, we're known for our cinnamon buns. My mom and I come in here every morning at 4:30 in the morning, and we make these freshly every day.
And I understand your mom is partially responsible for a lot of the creative dishes on the menu.
My mom is known for all the specials on the menu.
Awesome. All right, so should I start with the cinnamon roll then?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We're starting with an appetizer, one that's as big as your face. All right, ooh, super flaky. Everything smells amazing. I'm trying to take smaller bites, but it's hard because everything looks so good. All right, here we go.
Melts in your mouth.
If that's going to be your appetizer, that is the best way to start your breakfast. All right, what do we got next?
So the next you're going to have a jalapeno popper omelet. Ooh. So it's stuffed with cream cheese, jalapenos, and bacon, topped with cheddar cheese. And you could get either home fries or English muffin with it. We started this special last year. My mom came up with this special too.
Yeah, this sounds delicious. I never would have thought to put all of these together because jalapeno poppers are one of my favorite appetizers. And usually, I'm known to get an omelet at breakfast, so why not combine all our favorite things, right? All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay, so you order this first. You get your sweet start. Then you jump into a savory breakfast.
Yes.
You've got more dessert options as well.
Yes.
What are we looking at right in front of my face?
So this is a fried angel food cake. It is topped with blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries, topped with whipped cream and a Melba sauce on top. Ooh. Very rich and
Say
sweet.
less. All right. Fried angel food cake. Never would have thought of that. All right. Just want to make sure I get a little bit of everything. There's so much. Oh no. It's not going to be cute, okay? But this is why they call it angel food cake.
Yep. It's good.
Because this tastes like heaven. All right, we got one more thing on the item here, but obviously you guys have way more on your menu.
Yes. So we're known for our breakfast, but we also serve dinner right now. It's only on Friday and Saturday nights. This is one of my mom's recipes, a crab cake. Very many compliments in town about her crab cake that she's known for. It's the jumbo lump crab meat, a 5-ounce crab cake, and you can get it with French fries.
And here's the thing, I mean, to have compliments on your crab cake in Ocean City, that's no small feat, because lots of people have a spin on a crab cake.
She's been making these crab cakes in Maryland for over 30 years now.
All right, so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of dissect this a little bit. Should I do a little bit of the sauce here?
Sure.
All right, let's go. Now that's a Maryland crab cake right there. Awesome. Well, all of these before me are delicious. What's your favorite thing on the menu?
My favorite thing on the menu is probably our cinnamon bun French toast. We have a cinnamon bun French toast meal that the day after, if we have leftovers, we take that in the grill and we stuff it in French toast mix and put it on the grill, and you can get it with 2 eggs and your choice of meat.
All right, so maybe this is going to be your first time staying in Ocean City and you're looking for a place to get breakfast. Barn 34 in Ocean City is where you got to go. But we've got some more Coast Life coming your way, so stay right there.
When you're obese, you know, right? And you know the world sees you as this, but when you hear that, hey, you need to lose weight, you're like, but how? You feel trapped.
It's intimidating, and it's a really hard decision for the patient to make to proceed with weight loss surgery. Most people don't have enough information about the safety and the effectiveness of weight loss surgery.
I know that I can reach out to any person here at BB, and I can get the support that I need.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
When I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally. And that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different vignettes to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Graduation chaos as anarchy erupts on college campuses across the USA. What will it mean for graduation ceremonies? Next in Sun Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Some good news if you are in the dating world and you enjoy safety, or if your kid is in the dating world, but Tinder is starting a new safety feature where you can kind of like, in a way, link your parents to your Tinder account.
I can see where this makes sense. I mean, especially as more and more people start meeting online, even I think your high school age kids start asking each other out online because it's too scary to do it in person.
Exactly.
And I think it's great in a lot of ways that you can have, you know, your Tinder dates photo shared with your parents because chances are if your parents are dropping you off to see your Tinder date, they want to know that that's the right person.
They want to make sure it matches up. Yeah, you can send them everything. It'll send them, just click a little link, if you will, has the date, the time, and where your date is, a picture of who's supposed to be there. And we were talking at the top of the show about like should parents go through their kids' phones? And I think that this is kind of another one of those things where we have to stop, realize what day we're in, what time we're in, and it's just about safety nowadays.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, I think as adults who have navigated the online dating world too, it's something that we've often done with our friends and siblings and roommates to say, hey, I'm going to go meet this guy. Here's his name. If I don't come back, like, here's where we're going.
What the wanted poster will look like.
Right, exactly. So you do want to give at least someone that information. So I think as, you know, online dating feels like maybe it should be geared towards adults, but I think a lot more kids are asking each other out online. People are finding each other on Snapchat. People are finding each other in a lot of ways that, you know, I certainly didn't know or think about because I don't have kids. So I'm like, I'm not even in that sphere or headspace.
Nope, it's true. So I think, yeah, no matter what age you are, share your date information with somebody. Anyone. Doesn't have to be your parents. All right, enough with the heavy.
Yes.
Yes. Well, enough with today, really.
Enough
Sorry.
with us. Enough with COASTLIFE.
We have nothing else for you.
We have yep, but we will pass things over to our friends. Coast TV News at 5 takes it from here. We will see you tomorrow.